Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we experienced the 3 nights of the night market along with the wizard's birthday. Got to see the very odd mermaid show, which was very pleasant, and got the reward of the pearl for solving a puzzle that we normally shouldn't have been able to. This time, we are starting off with more tips from Living Off the Land. If you really want to make someone happy, give them their favorite gift on their birthday, trust me. Again, Living Off the Land is really nice at first, but a lot of the tips they give you I feel like aren't placed in the proper spots, because at this point we're near the end of the year, and now it's just now teaching me, hey, you get a bonus if you give people loved items on their birthday. Go up early and find all the animals, okay, yeah, that does really nothing for us. But hey, I knew more about, if I knew more about farm work, oh no, I'm already sucking at speaking. Help you out more, sorry. Be thinking of you. Aw, that's sweet. The fact that you want to help, that means enough, but it would be nice if you helped. Okay, I'm kidding. Here's a gift. Rip Max yet? No, we're not. Kate. Our sturgeons just repopulated. You could tell because they were jumping. That was the sound. So yeah, we almost have the max of what they can be at. Dear Ryan, I would like to give you some information about the upcoming event, the Festival of the Winter Star. It's a time for the community to come together and think back on all the good fortune we've had this year. My favorite tradition is the secret gift exchange, where everyone in the town is randomly assigned to someone else. On the day of the festival, everyone brings a gift for their secret friend and surprises them with something special. This year, your friend is Demetrius. Don't tell anyone. The feast will take place on the 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the town square. See you then, Mayor Lewis. Okay, so yes, the 25th is the Feast of the Winter Star, which if you couldn't tell is based heavily on Christmas in real life. Hence it being on the 25th, and there being like a Secret Santa sort of thing we're doing. So our Secret Santa person, which by the way, in case you ever forget, I believe you can just check in, where is it? I thought it was somewhere you can check. Is it in here? Is it actually, no, it's not in here. Oh, here it is. There we go. Yeah, in the skills tab, you can see in the bottom right, there's a picture of the person. That's where you'll go to see in case you forget who you're befriending for. They will take essentially whatever items you would normally give them that they love. So for example, Demetrius normally loves like ice cream. Of course, we can't get that right now. Or we can't get that easily. But like, so we're just gonna make sure we get something for Demetrius that he loves before the 25th to give to him. That's basically what I was trying to get at. I believe some more of our powder melons are done, which is nice, because again, those are just good for energy. They're not really good for much else, but having energy items is good. It is a terrible luck day, which means we're definitely not going to the Skull Caverns today, which is fine. That's not the biggest deal in the world, but definitely would be nice. I'm just gonna plant these so we have these going. So I think today what's gonna be is probably another odd off day of sorts. We're gonna be working on some small things, if you will, probably around the farm. You can kind of see some of the stuff I did last time. I really don't think I showed it. Over here I started a tree farm. I didn't put any fertilizer out and I didn't finish it, obviously. But I want to have an actual, like, because this over here, this is just for oak resin, because I wanted to start getting that for kegs earlier on. But I want to have like an actual area to be getting stuff all the time. So that's gonna be like an actual tree farm and stuff. So we'll probably work on that. It's gonna be a bit of an off day, unfortunately. Again, if it was a neutral luck day, I probably would have gone to the Skull Caverns at this point just to get a run in and start getting some iridium. But on the worst luck day, that's literally just not gonna happen. Hey, our rabbit's fully grown, and because of that, you can see there's something here that we haven't seen before. Some wool, that's right. For some reason, I guess it kind of makes sense because I know they grow a lot of hair. But rabbits, as you can see, one of the things that they can produce is wool, similar to the sheep. Now, it is a chance thing, so it's not as good as the sheep from that standpoint. And also, we just need to sell this, I think, straight up, because I don't think I've ever gotten wool up to this point, yeah. There is another item it can produce that's a lot more valuable, but it's something that you can get via chance. Rabbits aren't super useful in this game in terms of like actually making money. They're more so useful for other stuff we'll kind of get into as we get more level ups in terms of our friendship with it. So just try to be patient with that. Okay, with that is like I think all the daily chores. Thankfully, again, having the iridium sprinklers and it being winter means we at least don't have as much to get into. Now we do have this area up here. Of course, our ancient fruit is going. I think, because there hasn't been a patch to my knowledge, so I think the mines area still has that bug where, again, I'm assuming it still works in terms of how many enemies you've defeated, but just to be safe, I really don't want to mess with it too much. So instead, we're just going to be working on other stuff. Hey! That is a little different. Okay, so you remember we did this last time too. This tree fell down and he used 100 hardwood to make this. Raccoon hungry, need fish. What? What the okay. So, we tried talking to this raccoon, and for some reason we can, and you'll see it brings up a screen that's kind of familiar to the bundles we've been doing. And you can see there's 2 items, mussel and smoked chub. Now, we've seen mussel before, we haven't seen smoked chub, so I guess we'll get into that as soon as we can. Every time we interact with them there, you can see that. Now, I think in here you can also... No, wait, you can't? I thought for some reason you could check what it was needing in there as well in that same tab. Maybe not. Interesting. Okay, so basically we're going to need 5 muscle, and we're going to need a smoked chub. Now, I haven't talked about it yet, of the dehydrator thing that we have. That came with our mushroom cave. Of course, we can put mushrooms in there, and we can get an item that's worth a little bit more. It's not really that valuable, but you can put, I believe it's 5 of a specific type of fish, or maybe it's not 5 or something. Where is it? Maybe it's not. No, I'm thinking of something different. The dehydrator is completely different. That's for fruit, I think, and mushrooms. I'm so stupid. Sorry, you guys. I just immediately gave wrong information to you. There's an item that is, I think it's called actually the fish cooker. Like we can just buy from Willy the recipe. We need that. So maybe we'll do that today while we're out, just to have the recipe so we can maybe catch the chub and give it to them. Though we have to wait for the muscle anyway, so I'm not like in the biggest rush in the world, but whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of going to cut around this day just because, again, it's going to be a bit of an off day. There's not really too much going on. So I'll just cut to you whenever there's something going on that I think is worth showing. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. So made it to Willy's. This is the item in question, the fish smoker recipe. As you can see, it's pretty expensive at 10,000 gold just for the recipe. But now we can make it. I could buy a crab pot, but those are kind of expensive. As you're going to see, I actually did put the... Actually, I forgot, now that the bug's patched, I can actually just give you something that I think you'll like. I think you should just like this, but that's fine. Thank goodness. That's so nice being able to just give gifts I know they'll just like because... Oh, it just builds up friendship faster. Anyway. As you'll see out here, I actually filled in the crab pots because now that we know we need the mussels anyway, might as well do that because, you know, it's the easiest way for us to get them consistently. So I'm going to try to keep that up. But yeah, now we have the recipe for the fish smoker, which is the thing you actually need to craft to actually cook the fish, as you can see. 10 hardwood, a sea jelly, a river jelly, and a cave jelly. Place fish inside with a piece of coal to create smoked fish is worth double the quality of the fish is preserved. So it's actually just more money in the end because you can put any fish in there and smoke it, you'll get more money. At least that's what it seems. I just put it off buying it because, quite frankly, it's like... it's good, but keep in mind, it takes time for you to have that fish get smoked, so you have to either craft a bunch of them, or you just have to, like, only put your most valuable fish in there. So it's not the most useful thing in the world, unless you really invest into it a lot, which, spoiler, I'm not really going to invest that much into it. It's more so just I'm going to use it for when I absolutely need to, or just every now and then if I, like, oh yeah, I can make a little bit extra money off this. It'll kind of just depend, but yeah, not planning on using that too often. Just got another copy of Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick, and I found a prehistoric tool, which is an item we actually haven't gotten before. It's an artifact. I got it from using tilling one of the artifact spots with the hoe. You got some wait, does that count as foraging? What? I didn't know that counted as foraging! That's insane! Wait, since when has... Whoa. Since when has panning counted as foraging? Like, I guess that kind of makes sense, but... Okay, so we just okay, so we finally got... Oh, we finally got the level 10 foraging. That is so nice. That means we finally don't have to worry too much about our goddamn friggin' foraging levels, which... Oh, man, that's great. I'm so happy about that. Okay, but that was... Oh, man, what I was planning on doing was go over to the quarry and, like, see if there's any trees fully grown to potentially chop those down to get some XP or something. But I guess I don't need to do that right now, so... Okay then, well, that is incredibly nice. That means tonight we're going to have our final level up. We are the max level in this game right now. Isn't that kind of, I don't know how I would say insane, but isn't that really cool? So now that I have all of that miscellaneous stuff done, I think for the rest of the day I'm actually going to work on the farm, try to finish up on the tree farm I was working on, and some other miscellaneous things here and there, just get them kind of all going in place, if you will. I just want to make sure that everything that I wanted to like work on when it comes to these side projects is being kind of consistently worked on. And you can see I started putting a fence around where animals I want to kind of contain them at so they don't wander around the entire farm and stuff. So I'm just probably going to work on that stuff as the day goes on, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. And here we have our final level up. Level 10 foraging, choose profession, lumberjack. All trees have a chance to drop hardwood, and tapper. Syrup's worth 25% more. Tapper is not that great, if I'm being honest. Syrups are not going to be worth that much even with this, so it's kind of eh. And Lumberjack's nice. Having the chance to get hardwood at all times is good, but it's nothing groundbreaking. But still, all that matters is that we finally got our max level up in foraging, which is so exciting. Also, why does caviar count as farming, but aged roe doesn't? Is there a reason for that? Maybe someone smarter than me can kind of detect and know the difference and whatnot, but feels like they should kind of go into... I know they're two different things, but they're very similar, so... Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna surprise you guys with the okay, since the new way is open, booksellers in town today. Yeah, I want to surprise you guys with me actually. Look at this. The house, it's very much in a work in progress because I only worked a little bit on it, but I moved some stuff around. Look at that. We kind of have we kind of have an actual house. Ooh, I know what that means today. Okay, but there's some other stuff I want to do as well. But yeah, I moved some stuff in the house around so that way we'd be able to access different things and whatnot. And I was hoping it'd be kind of a nice surprise and be like, aha, look at that. But yeah, that's whatever. Starting the day off, we are going to go into Skull Caverns today, but there are a few... This kind of sucks, because some other stuff I could have gotten done as well. Hey, Penny. Go in town? Yeah, I love you. So the first things I want to do is, of course, we saw the booksellers in town today. Oh, yeah, I also crafted a deluxe... Oh my gosh, sorry about that. A deluxe worm bait. Or deluxe worm bin, sorry. Here, which requires a worm bin, which worm bin's 15 hardwood, 1 gold, 1 iron bar, and 50 fiber. It's not a great item, it just gives you regular bait every day. Whereas the deluxe worm bait is a little bit better, costs 30 moss and the worm bin, but it gets you a little bit of deluxe bait every day. And keep in mind, this will just perpetually be, I guess, how do we go? We'll be perpetually collecting that as the days go on. So we'll eventually just start saving up more and more of it until we're actually, you know, good on deluxe bait. But that's going to help a lot, trust me. Just to have that kind of going in the background. Now, there are a few other things I want to do today. I'm going to, of course, make sure I have the loot I need for the actual run in the Skull Cavern. But I also want to do a few other things. Of course, the Traveling Merchant's in today, so we're going to check out that. There's a few other small things. I'm going to just bring everything that I need for, like, bombs, because I don't really know what I'm going to use. And then I'm just going to bring the 200 stone, and hopefully that'll be enough to make it through for a while. Of course, we still have to take care of our animals a little bit. Thankfully, we don't really have to... I guess we do have to pet them. We don't have to do as much since we don't have to feed them and whatnot, but yeah. But as you can see here, the rabbit didn't do anything today. Kind of like how the duck doesn't do something every day. Except the difference is the rabbit can go multiple weeks without doing anything for you. It is not a great investment if you're going purely for cash in this game, but it is useful because there are some other good items it can get you. One in particular that we're really looking for. But yeah, it's not like a top priority item that you're gonna want to like be like, oh, item, I say item, but it's an animal. It's not a top priority animal to really like add to your farm, at least in my opinion, because I feel like there's just other things that are a little bit more valuable. As mean as that may sound, because you know I'm talking about a living creature, but yeah, regardless of that. So, yes, we're going to make sure we have everything we need, which I think we do for the Skull Caverns. Here's an extra egg, which I'll get at a different point. And there's 2 other small things I want to do before we leave. Keep in mind we have time, because the Pam doesn't actually get down to the bus until like around 9-ish anyway, so we have a bit of time. First things first, we're going to go to the Traveling Merchant. That, at minimum, I want to check out, because, again, we're really hopeful that we can get a truffle on one of these days. Hey buddy, sorry, I still don't have your stuff for you. Oh, I should check out... I can't do it today, because I really just want to get the most out of going to the Skull Cavern, so I'm going to really just be pushing on that. Caviar, walleye, grape starter, purple mushroom, tiger trout, blueberry tart, nautilus shell, cauliflower, seeds, moral, complete breakfast, and VGA Paradise, which is just a picture. Literally nothing for us. We have still a few chances, but like, man, it's gonna suck. I'm at this point, I've come to terms with the high probability of us completing the community center at the start of year 2. It's not like by any means it does anything terrible. Just I really like challenging myself to get that done in the first year. It's almost always the pig or something to... Oh, sorry, Penny. To get in my way with this. Oh, yeah, what am I doing? I was going to come over here because I wanted to grab our, in this chest here, I was going to grab our extra books. Our mining monthly and all that stuff. Because even though we have these books, I want to show you what happens. Because there's actually a tab at the bookseller. But yeah. Oh, hello there, we have a mission. Demetrius wants an aquamarine. Okay, we can manage that. But yeah, I want to come over here to the bookseller today before we leave. As you can see, Pam's on her way over, so we have a moment or two. Let's come over here. In case you forgot, because it's been a little bit. I think I haven't seen the bookseller since like the freaking first time he came in. He's up here. As you can see, he's got a little hot air balloon. You can trade in books, you can see, depending on the book. So, for example, I could give him Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick for 3 stuffing. As you can see, the amount can kind of vary. Just based on like which things you trade in. But for example, for the mining monthly, I can get 20 coal for one of those books. Now you may be wondering why, or monster musk for the combat one. Why would you want to trade these in? Well, it's because the books, quite frankly, have no other use once you've read them the first time, unless you just want to have the extra collection, which is interesting, so maybe I'll get to that at some point. But a lot of these are very useful. 100 wood, 20 coal is really nice. And as you can see, there are some that are a little bit better. I'm not gonna actually, do I want to grab the stuffing? Wait. Oh, I need 2 for the slime incubator. Oh, okay, that's why. Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, we'll get the stuffing. We have 2 stuffing, or no, 6 stuffing because we traded in twice. Being an idiot. We haven't looked in here in a while, but you can actually see a lot of the stuff is things that we don't really need. Like it's the combat quarterly and stuff. But I want to look at a few of them. So there's one that's really cheap. It's 3,000. You can see the value of your items, the price catalog. I'm going to actually purchase this now and read it. You can see it's a purple item, so it's considered rare. You learned a new power. So yes, now when we go over our inventory, you can kind of see how much an item is worth. If it's one that you can directly sell in the bin anyway. So you can see if we sold our Void Essences, 363, we would make 18,000 gold. It's really not like the biggest deal to have this, as you can see, in terms of like having it as a book. But it is nice if there's certain items you're trying to kind of think the value over and kind of go in your inventory and if you're kind of limited. So it can be useful. It's just maybe not as useful as I think you would think just by reading it. Woodcutter's Weekly, Old Slither Legs, Horse the Book, and looks for speed while riding a horse, and Way of the Wind, which is you run a little bit faster. Bait and Bobber reads this game, some fishing. Oh, we don't need that. I'm going to buy one more book, The Way of the Wind Part 1, and then we are done buying books. Because again, I haven't really done much. But yeah, you walk slightly faster. It's not like the most noticeable thing in the world. Oh, you can see also here there's something there. We'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, that is... Wait, where's... Is that the wallet tab? Special items tab. Yeah, here. You can kind of see it as an actual permanent upgrade. You run a little bit faster. So, now that we've done that, we actually unlock also Way of the Wind Part 2. You run a little bit faster. So, I believe it stacks, but that's way more expensive. So I'm not... Oops, sorry about that. So, I'm not really too keen to get that. Also, I could just buy... You know, I'm gonna... This may suck. We're about to get money from doing this. I want to buy Old Slither Legs, which if you recall, lets us run a little bit faster while in like tall grass and stuff that make us slow down. And I'm going to learn the book that lets us move a little bit faster on our horse. It's a little bit more noticeable, I think, than the running speed one. And I'm doing that because these also are in this tab too. And there's permanent upgrades, so we might as well get them. You can kind of see here, there are certain books that don't restock. For example, the ones that we already bought. But you can see there's other ones that do, like the price catalog, but of course it has the little thumbs up on it. So that means we are missing Way of the Wind Part 2, which is not terrible by any means. But yeah, there we go. So we just bought, I mean, we're poor now, but we bought a lot of books, which means we've gained knowledge. And you know what? Sometimes that's what it's all about. But yeah, that's why I've been saving my books. If you get extra books in this game, it's almost always worth not selling them. The exact opposite. It's almost always worth keeping them, at least in an early game, because even though they're worth like an okay amount of money, it's not to the point where I recommend, like, ditching the... I don't know if ditching is the right word, but throwing away the books, because I think being able to trade them in for better quality items and stuff like that is personally more worth it. I'm just going to dump this stuff in here for now, because I could take that, but that's smart inventory being wasted. But yeah, I just don't want to have a bunch of this stuff take inventory. Anyway, as you can see, Pam is here. We've done the things I wanted to do outside of the Skull Cavern run, which means I'm going to get to the Skull Cavern run. I'll come back to you in case if anything's, like, you know, super interesting and worth note. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later tonight. See you in just a moment. We somehow made it to floor 100 without really even trying super duper hard. Not said and try at all, it's just, you know. Anyway. Well, you made it. Come closer now. Don't be shy. I heard you were attempting a deep dive into these caverns today. I had to see for myself. Impressive. Very impressive. You passed my test with flying colors, kid. I'm very pleased that you challenged yourself and came down the honorable way instead of skipping all the levels by crafting staircases. That shows you're the real deal, kid. You've got principles. You understand the importance of challenging yourself and holding yourself to the highest standard, even if no one's watching. That's why you're special. I mean, I'm not gonna tell them about you guys, but, you know, that's here nor there. See, you lead by example. I like that. Now, go over to the table and drink this special milk I've prepared for you. It's called Iridium Snake Milk. One healthy swig of that and you'll become even more powerful. I'll trust this random guy we met at the bottom of a cave. The taste is awful and the texture is even worse. And we've turned green. But our health is permanently increased by 25. Good luck out there, kid. So that is what happens after you reach floor 100 in the Skull Cavern for the first time after getting the special note that says someone's waiting for you at the friggin' floor 100 of the Skull Cave. Where's that at? It's one of these. Just give me a second, I gotta find it. There it is. Secret note number 10. You will come down here and you'll find Mr. Key, a guy we haven't technically seen before in terms of talking to him, but we have seen him as he was the one who way back in spring or summer of first, no, I think it was spring, was the one who dropped the mystery boxes. He was the one flying that plane. And he was the one who just challenged us, of course, to this thing, and we made it to the bottom, and in turn, we got a permanent boost. Is it, wait, oh, where's it at? Is that in skills? Oh, this is a permanent upgrade, but where's the thing at that shows that you got it? Is it not here? That used to be a thing, right? I could have sworn it showed, okay, maybe it doesn't. But okay, basically put, what I'm trying to get at is like you come down here and you'll get a iridium milk thing you'll drink, and it increases your HP permanently by 25. It is a nice buff, but it's not one that by any means is going to be like game changing in the biggest sense, if that makes sense, I guess. So of course you got to see the floor 100, the fact they reached that. These 3 iridium bars I found in a chest room. I just sold them as soon as we got backside at like an extra second or two, and so I was like, you know, might as well make a little bit of money today, just in case we end up spending some. But here is our, not funds, here is what the result is from our Skull Cavern run, as you can see here. Pretty successful, got some prismatic shards, a very good amount of iridium ore. Of course, we have a new record. We made it to floor 102. 102 is actually a infested floor, so kind of why I headed back as soon as I did. Anyway, today is our final day of the video, which means it's going to be hopefully a little bit more interesting for you guys to watch. And it's terrible luck, which means we do not have to worry about, oh, I should be doing this or that. Oh, I should probably empty my inventory first, though, shouldn't I? As you can see, our inventory is kind of a mess. That's usually what happens after after you come back from a Skull Cavern run. Interestingly enough, I actually wasn't intending on getting to floor 100 on that day, because there was a specific way of, like, strategy I was going to go about it, because I wasn't intending on doing it that day, but we kind of just accidentally did. Don't worry, I'll make sure I go over the strategy that I would have normally done that I find to be easier, but, I mean, it's cool that we got it either way. So yeah, I just gotta make sure I put everything away. You can see I also got another house plant from just a barrel, I think it was. Like, I just broke a random barrel, and for some reason it had a house plant in it. Whether or not that makes sense, you know, it's here nor there. What matters is that we got a house plant. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure I, of course, have iridium going, because that gives us money, and it's also useful for a lot of crafting recipes now. As I mentioned, iridium's always gonna be useful, and it's just a nice way of making a little bit of extra cash on the side. But of course, I want to go through my inventory, make sure I have everything kind of in the spots I want it to be at, and so I'm just gonna cut until I am ready to actually officially get the day going. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, we're in a good enough position where I feel confident saying we can actually officially get our day started. Clear our inventory for the most part. Of course, I'm going to keep the iridium and some other small things. You can see our forgeables are done, which of course now we don't need it now that we reached max foraging, but you know, it's fine. At least I remembered to do this at some point, because again, the forageable seeds specifically will actually give you foraging EXP once you collect them instead of farming EXP. So if you are trying to also get foraging to max and you're struggling like I was, consider doing that. Hopefully you'll do that a little bit earlier than I did, because definitely would have helped doing that a tad sooner, but you know, hey, I'm glad we did it all right. So today is Evelyn's birthday, which means we're going to get her a gift, which I don't remember off the top of my head what she loves, so again, I gotta check my notes, because I do have stuff that I can check there. But of course, some other small things. It is a Saturday, which means we don't have to thankfully do the start of the merchant today, but there's something else we can do today, which is actually also exciting, specifically since we got our, what's it called, our, oh yeah, all of our skills to max. There's a different area we can, or a different, yeah, kind of a different area we can go to. That we kind of saw, I guess, in the start of spring, but it was very, very subtle. We'll get to that at a different point. So I'm going to see you guys once I have finished with the daily chores. Of course, I put all my stuff away, you know, and all that. Not really fun to watch stuff. And I'll see you guys later when we're at the first spot of interest for the day, I guess. See you guys in just a moment. It's not exactly what I'd call the most entertaining, but we're going to start the day off with coming into Clint's and opening up some of our things we're waiting for. We have 15 mystery boxes just as a start, so we're going to start with these because I'm expecting this to take up a lot of inventory, so I kind of expect you to take a few trips here. You can already see we're getting a bunch of random different items, none of which are like amazing jaw-dropping, but all these can be useful, so I'm happy to have any of it. Again, it's gonna probably be a little bit, so I don't know if I'll speed it up or cut it out, kind of thing, because you can see we have quite a few things to check. Okay, good. If this keeps up, which is actually I'm okay with, maybe we won't have to take multiple. Ooh, that's good. That's a lucky lunch. That's something we haven't, that's a meal we haven't seen before. But that's actually really nice. Hopefully we get, like, a few more duplicates, just in case. No, okay, so yeah. Before we go, I can make a few different runs, it depends. But it is, as I said, Evelyn's birthday, and there's a few different things she loves. One thing I will say is we could give her the stuffing we literally just got for trading in some books, or we could give her a diamond, because of course she loves diamonds. It seems like half the females in this town do. But I'm going to give her the diamond instead of the stuffing, which that sounds terrible, being like, oh, I think the stuffing's more valuable, but it's just because I'd prefer to keep in this instance, so that's why I'm saving what I am and giving her what I'm going to give her. Just want to make sure I put everything back that I don't really need on me, which is like the bomb and stuff. Yeah, yeah, don't need to have the bomb on me. I do have the aquamarine because that is a quest for Demetrius, in case any of you remember. I'll put the lucky luncheon in case you didn't see. It gives +3 luck. Keep in mind the spicy eel, the thing I use a lot while mining, gives you only 1 luck, but it also gives you speed. But since I don't think I mentioned this, your character can have, I think it's 2 buffs on at once, I believe. So you could have like the lucky lunch going on, and you could have a coffee to make up for the speed loss. Of course, it doesn't last as long as the spicy eel, but it's another really good food item, so it can be really nice. But as I said, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'll probably at least open these ones. These ones are going to be a little bit, I think, more interesting to watch. Okay, that's a food item as well, even looks really weird. That's a maple bar. I don't know if, okay, we can't see what it does. Here it gives 1 farming, 1 fishing, 1 mining. Very much a vast item with what it can be used for. So it's nice to have that. And then our last mystery box of the day, some more seeds, which isn't terrible. Now we got one of these artifact troves via defeating the skull enemies, if you recall, in the mines that were the quarry mine or whatever. So let's open her up. Okay. I guess I'll... Dude, this seems like seems like such a bit. I'm like, let's open this last thing, this artifact trove up, and it just crashes the entire game. Okay, then, I guess I'll see you guys in a moment when I get back there. I guess we'll try opening the artifact trove first. Thankfully, the game does save every time you, of course, go to bed. So the only thing we'll have to redo is the start of the day. That's so weird. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. So I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I got back to where we're at, as you can see here, and the items are for the most part the same. As you can see, the only thing that's different is the bean starter instead of the parsnip seeds we got. That's because of a trick I can kind of tell you guys later in terms of how the game works, but that's a different story. Basically, what I'm getting at, I decided to not risk doing the artifact trove right now. I don't know if it's a consistent crash or if it's just due to something small. It was just kind of inconvenient because I've never had it crash before while opening an artifact before. I had the game crash in multiplayer when opening geodes before, but that was way back in the day. So just for now, I'm going to not open the artifact trove because that seemed to be the thing that broke the camel's back, metaphorically and literally. So instead, I'm just going to leave it out. But we are going to open our, not all 188, hopefully, Omni geodes, because my hope today is to get the rest of the minerals we are missing, because all of these can be found in the Omni geodes and has a chance of finding all of them. Now, we have to get lucky, of course, but that is my hope. I'm probably going to speed up or completely cut, I'm not sure. But my thing's going to be putting one up here, getting an item, and then whenever we run out of inventory space, either selling the items that I know I don't need for anything else, or running back to the farm and depositing things. Now, I could go to Gunther's right now and clear up our inventory, and I may do that the first time, so I'm not going to cut here. The first time my inventory runs it, I'll probably head over to Gunther, but yeah. Again, I don't... The game itself, like, runs really well. It's just, I don't know if... Because, again, it just got a patch, so of course that's probably causing problems. Also, there's an artifact randomly. But I don't know if, like, it's a consistent crash, and I just don't want to spend multiple real-life hours just to, you know what I mean? Because it already takes a while to record these episodes, and I just, yeah, it can be a mess. Oh, so that is a new artifact, so that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, we're going to head over to Gunther's first. We'll donate the items we have. If we have a reward, we're not going to collect them right away, because we just need the inventory space really badly right now. And again, I'll make all this, I've said that a while, but it's probably once we are, like, really close, if not having fully completed the museum, then I'll probably, not correct this, move things around. You can kind of see this area down here is full, so we'll just start putting stuff over here. Again, eventually I'll move stuff around and make it all look pretty and stuff, but for now, there we go. Yeah, a bunch of new rewards. We can check them, but I'm not going to grab any of them. There is a chicken statue, which is a decoration, a drum block, which is similar to the flute block, we'll get to that at a different point, a sloth skeleton arc, it's another decoration, and 3 triple shot espressos, the more potent than regular coffee. It lasts for 4 minutes, whereas the normal coffee only lasts, I think, for like a few seconds. 1 minute and 24, so yeah, it is technically better than coffee. But again, I'm not going to grab those right now because I instead am going to be trying to get the rest of the... It's not a good start because we have yet to get a new artifact. We had to get a new... Or artifact. I mean, minerals. We did get a new artifact. We just didn't get, we haven't gotten the mineral we're looking for. But yeah, I'm going to do this for at least a little bit of time. I'm really hopeful we don't have to go through all 170 plus of our Omni Geodes, because I'd like to keep a few of them. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. We are done. Wish me luck. Making our first deposits here of items from Gunther that we've collected. We have, as you can see here, quite a few. We have, I should probably check my inventory first. We have Malachite. We have Limestone, Thunder Egg, Aeronite, I think that says, and Jasper. So a bunch of different gems. Making okay progress. You can kind of see we're at 114, so we've definitely gone through quite a few Omni Geodes. But we've gotten some good items, and of course we've gotten a few new ones. You can see no new reward from those, but hey, you know, we don't necessarily need a reward just for doing the right thing. So that means we are down to our last 5. We're missing 5 more, and I know what at least 2 of them look like. Past that, I don't know. At this rate, I don't know if we're going to get it within the 114 we have left, but I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful we'll get it. So again, bear with me and wish me luck. Somehow we actually went through all of our Omni Geodes. As you're going to see, we have none left. But we do have, as you can see, a total of 4 more objects to add to the museum. That was granite. This here is... Wait, how do I... It's called a fairy stone. I don't know how I did this last time. There we go. Lunarite and Bixite. I think it's how you say that stuff. I think. But yes, if you know, if you're counting in your head, or if you recall, that means we're in fact missing just 1 singular gemstone, which sucks. It sucks a lot. So yes, we are missing a single mineral, which sucks, but hey, you know what? That's how it goes. Object to rearrange? Yeah, no, I'm good. I should show that, but I'll do that at a different time. We got a crystallarium for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't hold all this crap. I'll just grab what I can, and yeah, I can't grab that right now. So I'll just wait. You know, I can just let's throw this freaking stupid bear item away. But yeah, that took quite a bit of time, which means thankfully we're finally done here. But there's one last thing we're gonna do with Clint. Thankfully, then we're gonna have to not have to see him for a little bit. We're going to waste even more of our money because we are going to upgrade our pickaxe to the Iridium pickaxe for 2,500 gold. Not cheap, but that is the max rank of the pickaxe. That means it'll be as easy as it possibly can be to just tear through the mines, which means, yes, we're not going to be going to the mines for a little bit, but since we have a decent surplus of Iridium, I thought, what better time than now just to get this out of the way. So now that I've done all that, I'm going to go through my inventory, hopefully for the final time for the day, because my inventory is a mess. And once that is complete, my plan is to show you the thing that, if you recall yesterday in game, we woke up and said there's a new area you can explore. We're going to check out what that new area is. So I'll see you guys in just a moment once I have gone through my inventory. Okay, so I went through my inventory, but before we get to the specifics in terms of me talking about what we have unlocked, I want to come over here for 2 things. 1, refined quartz for Pierre. Okay, maybe we can do that. Oh wait, do I need to? Oh, I need to give Demetrius his aquamarine today as well. We'll try to do that as well. But I want to give Evelyn her birthday gift. Well, I was thinking about it because I don't. Oh, come on, because I don't want to forget about another birthday. Okay, well, as I'm saying that, we have a cutscene with George.
You just can't reach it. If only I could get from this inferno chair.
I think this is not. I mean, it's not a heart scene, but it's related to the hearts. How many hearts you have with him, I believe. If this scene triggers or not. Also, that sounded a little weird, like the sound effect for me fucking in the bookshelf, whatever.
Thanks, young man.
Hey, you didn't yell at me. I didn't. And I was like Penny. I didn't ask, but hey, you know, whatever. I should have. Whatnot.
It happened 30 years ago. I was working in the coal mines. We were near the end of our shift, but there was one last seam that needed to be broken up. Went in there, aimed shit off a stick of dynamite, but my foot slipped into a crack and I dropped it. The dynamite exploded on impact. Next I remember, I was laid in the hospital, and they told me I'd never walk again.
Got to keep his legs though. It's kind of interesting.
So there you have it. You probably figured I was just too old to walk. Well, if you know that, I'll be spread than a spring chicken if I hadn't been for that accident. You've been very nice to me, young man. I appreciate that. When you're old, you start to forget that anyone cares about you.
Oddly sentimental side of George, which we haven't seen before, but very sad. So now we know why he's bound to his wheelchair. It's not just because of age; it's because he had this accident in the coal mines. A birthday gift, that's very kind of you. I love it. We're at 8 hearts, maybe 9. No, okay. But we're pretty close to. Oh, I guess we're low for the.
If you want to make friends with my wife, you can't go wrong with a tulip.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, there's another thing. I think I mentioned this before, but if you actually get dialogue like that, where someone mentions, "Hey, this so and so likes this item," you can actually. Where the frick is? Where is she? Evelyn, there she is. You can actually see that item in the love gifts even if you haven't given it to her before. Since I've never given her a tulip, it shouldn't be there. But since George told us that, it's in there just to remind you that she loves that as well. But yeah, tulip's another item. She loves the stuffing that we got and a few other small things. But here we go. I just want to make sure I gave her the birthday gift. I brought the ticket that I have had for a while. It gives us 5 diamonds. So, you know, we still got more of our diamonds back than what we spent, which is good. And I'll keep that on us for later. I could just sell it because that'd be 37,000. 37,000 gold. But yeah, so now that we've done that, I'm going to head in here. I want to make sure now I need to check on the crab pots because we need the mussel or whatever, which I didn't do yesterday. Oh, come on, dude. But I want to do this, and then before I head to the area, I'm going to I could head back to the back to the house to get the aquamarine. But I don't think I want to do that. So I think I'm just going to cut until I am heading towards the different area the area we can now explore. See you guys in just a moment. So if we head down here, you may recall this odd spot from year 1. I came down to like this door in the wall. If you recall, there is a note here that read what you should come back here once you've mastered some, like I think it's your skills or whatever, or you honed your skills, something like that. We can now enter this once you have maxed out all of your skills to level 10. As you can see, we are now in this area. You also are given a hint to this in a note. I believe it's this one. Yeah, note 27, which was new to the game in this update. P.S. I've hidden a very special... Let me see. Special secret for you somewhere in the valley. You might think of it as a compendium of my greatest discoveries. Someday when you're ready, you'll find it. I believe that's what he's referring to. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's, if I remember correctly, I think that's what it is. Anyway, so if you come in here, you can read this note. My dear Ryan, if you're reading this note, you found the secret room I prepared for you. With these walls are tips, recipes, and even some of my most cherished tools. All the very best from the many happy years I've spent in the valley. By coming this far, you'll have proven that you have possessed the skill and wisdom to make use of these powerful secrets. All my discoveries help you in your journey to making Pig Nation Farm a shining star of the whole world. Make me proud, Grandpa. So that's what this note is. So this does appear to be the spot that Grandpa was referring to. And it sounds like this area may be very useful, so let's interact with this thing here. The final path is what it says when you interact with it, and you can see this bar here. This is actually the thing that appeared here, the mastery. As you can see here, it's at 5,000, it's like halfway to being full. Let's check out what these wall things are. Combat mastery, anvil. So you can see, by just looking at these things, there are different mastery skills. These are new to the game. Again, this is new to the 1.6 update. Once you enter in here, you can see, check out these different, like, little, spots. And these are all different rewards for increasing a mastery, quote-unquote. Here's the bar for that. Now, in case you're curious what levels up the mastery bar, I believe it's the same. It's anything that gives you EXP even in, like, the normal game. So, for example, doing pretty much anything. Chopping trees, picking up stuff, mining stuff. All of that adds to the mastery bar, I believe. And the reason we already have so much is because the same day we unlocked it, same day I went to the Skull Cavern mine, so I was blowing up a lot of rocks and stuff, so... that helped to get us a pretty good head start, as you can see here. So it'll show the final path, yeah, and so we had, yeah, and you can see there's a few stars, there's a total of 5 stars beneath it. So let's take a look at these. Combat Mastery, Anvil, allows you to, actually, you know what, do I really want to go over this right now? I don't know if I want to, because here's a claim button. We can't claim anything right now because we have not got our mastery up. We will go over these, I'm thinking once we, I'm thinking we're gonna probably come back in here once we have, actually, what am I saying, dude? We're going to go back in there once we have actually had the mastery bar go up to max so we can actually get one of the rewards. That's what I was trying to say, but I said that in the most convoluted, backwards way possible. But yes, that opens up, and that's the area I was talking about. That will open up the moment that you have reached the max of every skill with your character. Another reason to really be working on that is so you can get to this early. Because here's the thing, once you, until you complete the mastery of all of these ones, this bar does not appear here, so you're not getting any XP from this. Here, I think I can just prove it to you right now. So 5594... so this should increase it by even just like 1 or something. 5601. So yeah, anything that gives you EXP normally in the game will then be transferred instead to the mastery bar. And the cool thing is, it doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you're doing something that get you EXP normally, it will transfer over. So for us, foraging, fishing, obviously, mining, combat, all that stuff will add up to the mastery. So you can pretty much be doing anything and be working towards it. Hence why it's really nice just to get that started earliest as you can. So that way, just while you're going around doing other tasks, you're also building up that mastery bar. It shouldn't be that much longer before we get our first star, and then I kind of talk more about it. Because, again, I want to wait until we are sort of a little bit further into show certain parts of it. But I will kind of discuss which ones I'd recommend going for, because if you can tell, you kind of have to make a choice. You can eventually get all of them, just to clarify. You don't have to like only pick one and then stuck with. Oh, come on, dude. It's not like the skills where it's like, oh, you can only pick one, or you can only have one at a time. This is one where you get to eventually have all of them. It's just which ones I'd recommend getting first, because the first ones are going to be easier to get than the ones that are happen later on. Spoiler, I guess. So we're gonna work on that. But now we've done that, the real last thing I really want to get done today is I want to ensure that we give the aquamarine to Demetrius, because again, that's that quest we need to get done. And we've done Evelyn's birthday, so yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to do after that probably is just work on the farm a little bit. Just, again, start laying out certain things. I did complete, I guess complete's a strong word, complete with air quotes, the area I want the tree farm to be at, and I put the tree fertilizer on it and everything. But I want to make sure I extend the path down here, just so I kind of had it all laid out, so that way, you know, we don't have to worry about debris and stuff appearing in the way. You can kind of see where I'm starting to lead the path. So there's going to be a path here. This leads up to the little area with Grandpa's Shrine. We have, there's our tree farm course. I need to move this down next episode. Hopefully I'll remember to do that, because the barn's a little higher up than it should be. But again, hopefully I'll get to that at a later point. Well, no, I need to do this now. Because they close soon, actually. So I need to do this first. So I'm going to head over to Demetrius. I'm going to give him the... Actually, wait, does the dwarf love diamonds? He probably at least likes them, right? I don't know if I want to give him a full-on diamond, though. Because I need to be befriending him. And while we're up here, I could give him a gift. I just don't know if I want to give him a whole diamond, because it's kind of a lot. But I mean, it sounds bad, because it's someone I'm supposed to be befriending, but... You know what I mean. Hey, Demetrius, here. Aquamarine. Oh, no, it's not. I have like 20 different blue items. Hey, sell bulletin post. Yeah, whatever. Nothing unheard of. We just want the money, and we want the friendship with him. Oh, yeah, and then appearance of refined quartz. I can't do that today because it's already way too late, but I'll try to make sure next episode we do that as well. I don't think next episode we may have like a birthday going. Here, wait, are we at max friendship? I think we are. No, we're not. Here, take this. So you at least like, there we go, max. Thanks, it's really nice, nice. So that means we're at max with Robin as well. Look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 people at max hearts, 6 if you count Penny. But I don't because she's not max. And then we have Demetrius. You can see we have a bunch of the bachelors and bachelorettes close. Definitely some people have been neglecting like Kribus and the Dwarf and Sandy and Sam and whatnot. But we'll get to them eventually. It's just I should probably be getting to them now because we're getting later into the game. We're like, or not later, we're later in the game. Dude, I am being dumb. We are getting later into the game, but like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, so you just like that. Okay, so I'm not gonna give you a diamond ever again. Sorry. I could buy the. You know what? I'm buying the Dwarvish Safety Manual. We've done a lot of buying books today. Why not just round it up with the Dwarvish Safety Manual? In case you forget, that is, again, another one that's a permanent upgrade. Bombs deal 25% less damage to you. It's one that hopefully you shouldn't need too much, but it makes mining and stuff and being very efficient in the Skull Caverns just a little bit easier, so that we don't have to worry about your health as much, as bad as that. Again, that sounds absolutely horrible, but whatever. So yeah, for the rest of the day, I'm just going to work on the farm a little bit, probably lay down some paths. I'm actually hoping to finish the pathways today. In terms of like the outer rim of it, just so we have like a baseline foundation to work with. But we'll kind of just see, you know, what pops up and whatnot. Either way, I'll see you guys later tonight, where we will kind of talk about our progress, and then we'll, you know, say our tatas for now. See you in just a moment. And here is our result yet again. As you can see, we made a decent amount of money back. Definitely not as much as we spent, thanks to me buying some books and stuff, but it all adds up. And again, now that we have those iridium bars that we can actually start cooking up, we'll start collectively just getting that money back slowly but surely, so long as we ensure that we're constantly feeding that iridium ore into our furnaces. That aside, that was a bit of I think I had my voice crack or something. That aside, that is where we are going to end it for today. Next time, we approach the end of winter, and we get to see just what exciting things await for us as we come to the finale of our first year here in Stardew Valley. Not the finale of the series, trust me, we still have a long way to go, but whatever. I hope to see you all there.